Happy birthday, everyone, and welcome to the Happy Birthday Podcast with your hosts, Jackie and Dan, the #1 podcast on ApplePodcast.com, dedicated to the birthdays you know and love. So without further ado, take it away, Dan.
Go shawty,
It's your birthday.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
I'm wishing you the happiest birthday.
Happy birthday. This is big. It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Rise and shine, it's your birthday, listeners.
I like that.
Jackie, is there someone at the door behind you?
You guys ever do where you put a bunch of pretzels in your mouth and just see how much of a mushy wad you can make? I've done that for my whole life. Just see how many you
I'm
can
not
get in there
comfortable answering that question.
without swallowing. That or it's fun to do with saltines as well.
I don't drink enough water to do that.
The salt makes saliva though, so you can go for quite a while. Listeners, guess how many pretzels are in this bag that I am holding up to the camera? Listen.
All right, we will be taking contest entries on that. Next week is the big season finale. We want your pretzel guesses. I'm sorry, I think I heard a little note from our producer there. Did you say it's time to maybe talk about birthdays? Is that what you said?
Oh, right.
You gotta
That's
lose
scary.
yourself in the moment. How does that song go again?
You gotta
spaghetti,
lose
your
yourself in the
mom's t-shirt.
moment you want it.
Welcome. You see? People used to work their asses off mastering their instruments. Kids today, like producer Paul, can just push a button on their iPad and rip a solo that Jimi Hendrix could only have dreamed of. Listen to that foghorn. Oh my god, it's like we have a mic on Jackie's rear end.
That thing sounds like a didgeridoo. Jackie texted me and she was like,
She texted that to you?
I did say that.
well, the tabs to
And
it.
I
and then I played
apologize.
it. Yeah. I just played it now.
You imagine
Pretty good
writing-
at guitar. Listeners, let me know what you think of my guitar playing. Like I got a little example for you. Dan plays a lot of guitar on the show, but I'm
do.
going to be more of the guitar guy on the show now.
I'll admit, I can't really get those pinch harmonics
He's
the way you do,
panching it.
buddy. Yeah. I'm more of the spank harmonics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Happy Birthday Podcast, everyone.
Everybody, my name is Dan, November 10th, and I'm one of the co-hosts of the, I want to say, cult classic, underground favorite Happy Birthday Podcast.
I sometimes think about people listening to this long in the future,
Yeah.
being like, this sucks.
I think
Jackie,
that too, but I
October
think
12th.
the opposite. And what we do here, if you're a new listener, I want to say, where have you been the past 77 weeks?
I didn't really get to say this clearly. I didn't really get to say this.
Neither did, and again?
I'm Jackie. October 12th.
boss.
How tan I look. What was that? We got our producer in the booth. He's got a little squeeze box, and he's having a little bit of fun with that.
You been tanning?
We went to the freaking Hawaii, dude.
Oh my God, duh. Did
Yeah,
you see
dude,
any
that's-
wild hogs? What
that's
happened?
psychotic.
Lizards?
I know it's psychotic. I kept meaning to tell you guys when you were recording why
You
I was going to
literally
be
were
gone.
like, by the way, I'm in Hawaii.
No, but then the
And
thing
we were
is, once we get recording, once we get cooking, I forget to mention these things. I'm in the moment, lose myself in the moment. When you want to let it go, Stan, I'm your biggest fan.
yes.
I'm gonna hug Elton John at the Grammys.
Okay, boss.
Jackie, let me ask you this. Were your feelings a little hurt when you found out that Dan was in Hawaii and he didn't tell us that he was going to Hawaii?
Oh, absolutely.
I thought
Are
it
you
was
being
I
really
serious?
was
'Cause
hurt
I'm
and disgusted.
I'm being serious. I was at my feelings.
Can
were a
you
little hurt.
imagine?
And I was like,
I'm
why wouldn't
sorry.
he tell me? he
If
was going
I went to
Hawaii.
Hawaii and I was just like, hey guys, me and Zan are in Hawaii, you'd have a frickin' conniption.
You'd be looking at all the locals like
Cheerio.
Right.
you wouldn't even. You probably wouldn't even know where you were. You think you're in jolly old
like,
England.
don't do
town.
us, Labano.
Can I tell you, if I can make it up for you, I wrote a poem about Hawaii on the flight home. Do you want to hear
okay.
it? As you can see, I actually did write it out. It says Poem for Hawaii. You see that?
Yep.
So here's my pono for Hawaii. Pineapples, coconuts, the deep blue sea. Pina coladas for you and me. The sun shines bright on old Hawaii town until the night when the sun goes down.
When the sun goes down.
And it's
on
time for my
side of
son to go down and tell me who celebrity has a birthday today. Jackie, take your wildest guess.
I am your son, and I will go down and say someone funny.
You're on the right track. You're on the right track, honestly.
A guy.
You're on the right track. I think you might fucking... It's almost like you looked it up before.
Maybe a comedian or an actor. And I would say maybe that man would be Chris Kattan. Funniest man, Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan.
Funniest man alive, 1996. Chris Kattan. No, it's not the birthday of Chris Kattan.
Okay.
Crisket.
Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan.
Unfortunately, Chris Kattan, wherever you are, shouts out. We love you. We know you did that Saturday Night Live sketch where you acted like a little monkey boy. We know you did the one where you acted like a gay stripper, where
Love
the joke
that.
was you were gay.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Mango.
Oh, Mango, you can't have me.
Chris Kattan, no, but I will say this is a famous, funny man.
Okay.
He's an actor of sorts. He's a co-creator of a TV show that I think I actually saw for the first time at your house. Now, what would that be?
Okay.
I really think I saw this show for the first time at your house.
Family Matters?
I knew you were going to say that.
I
knew
knew
you were going
you.
to say that.
Well, I'm trying to think of what other shows we've watched.
This guy has courted some controversy recently. And he is known for being a voice actor. Very recently, some very controversial stuff. If you're on Twitter, you might know about it. Paul probably already knows what I'm
I'm
talking
not
about.
really as tweety as you guys are. So this is
Are
a
you a-
voice actor controversy for a funny guy
From
who's
an
not
Adult
Chris
Swim
Kattan?
show.
Okay. Oh,
That you
the
have
Rick
to
and
have
Marty
a,
guy.
Yes,
Is it
name
Rick?
Of, it's
Rick
he
Sanchez.
does them both apparently. Who's the guy that does them voices? It's not Mel
Let
Blanc.
me think.
It's not Dan Castellaneta. What kind of name is that anyway? Castellaneta.
I want to say his name is Mike or George or something like that.
He shares his name, first name with our little that little sick boy that you made a Make-A-Wish trip to one time. The
Turn myself
computerized
into
boy.
a
Justin?
pickle, Morty! Boom! Big reveal. I'm a pickle.
Oh, Justin.
Turn myself in.
Last name has the word wait. It's like
Uh-oh.
if there was a theme park named after the last name of my old landlord. Does that help you at all?
Your old landlord's last name
That's
is
The bus driving slumlord. School
I
bus
know.
driver.
Hold on. Roy.
Yep, Justin Roy.
McElroy.
No, Justin Roy.
Stinkeroy.
What do I walk
Roy,
on? I don't.
Roy Orbison.
Well, if I don't walk on water, I walk on
Land.
Justin Roiland. Yeah, that's right.
That's his name?
Yeah, I know. I thought it was like Dan Harmon or Rick Sanchez or something like that. But it's not. His name is Justin
and his
Roiland.
thing is that he sent cringy
Yes.
DMs to underage people like
Sent
20
some
years ago.
Cringy. I don't think it was that long ago.
Oh, I thought it was in like 2008.
I don't think so. But either way, he would have been in his 30s, and these youngsters were like 15 years old, 16 years old.
Color me surprised.
I'll color you whatever color I want, and you'll learn to like it.
That's called eugenics.
I think he also he did some domestic violence and all that, but
Oh, that's right. Yes.
So-
it was a federal offense, I think.
it
like
was
a really bad one.
offensive, and which is usually
I'm
that's how-
offended, and
yeah.
I don't even work there.
So speaking of which, I know that getting into the topic of Justin Roiland could be a little offensive, especially hearing it coming from me, a man, right?
You're fired.
So
Stop.
no, you can
You
go.
can't do it while we're doing ours.
I literally can.
Yeah, but it has to be tasteful.
Okay, that was tasteful. You're fired. He
Okay.
got fired.
Yeah,
I'm doing him on topic.
Justin
at least.
Roiland got fired. Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
He did get dismissed. I think there's open auditions now to be the new Rick. They're probably just going to give it to Chris Pratt or something like that. But
Yeah.
Jackie,
Yeah.
we need to do a obviously it's his birthday. We need to do a segment about him, right?
Yes.
We need to.
Yes.
So I thought, wouldn't it be nice if maybe you gave a statement, a little segment
Sure.
about Justin Roiland.
Sure.
But I also didn't want to put you on the spot and have you come up with something
Okay.
off the top of your head. So what I'm going to do is I've prepared a speech for you to deliver.
Perfect.
Okay. As you yourself, these are your words, courtesy of me, but they're really your words.
Okay.
And we're just going to enjoy that. So here's Jackie's new segment called What Jackie Thinks About Birthday Boy Justin Roiland.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Jacqueline Lambert, and I would like to wish a very, very happy birthday to jolly good fellow Justin Roiland. Now, I realize this is kind of a controversial thing to say, especially in this post-Me Too cancel culture moment that we're living in. But you know what? If you're offended, I really don't give a flying fuck.
Whoa.
I've always been a firm believer, no pun intended, in separating the art from the artist. And why is it that it's always the guys that get dragged through the mud in the court of public opinion? I ask myself that all the time. Women can get away with literally anything in today's world. I know for a fact that producer Paul watched every episode of Hillary Clinton's TV show Gutsy without ever thinking about her secret pizza parlor basement child sex dungeon. So why isn't it okay for me to spark up some sticky icky, pop in a Rick and Morty DVD, and just vibe out?
Okay.
So today, on Justin Roiland's birthday, I say it's time to stick up for the fellas. And listeners, I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. I still watch Woody Allen movies every weekend. I still watch The Cosby Show every afternoon. I still throw some R. Kelly baby making slow jams on the turntable when me and my man hit the sheets after wiping off.
And
And after wiping off, I laugh my freaking ass off to some Louis C.K. stand-up comedy. And yes, Jared Fogle is still my personal fitness hero.
Jesus.
On that note, please join me in fitting this big, big piece of birthday cake in my mouth as we honor the life and legacy of the great Justin Roiland. I am Pickle Rick.
Jackie?
And I am, and I do. So,
Well, wubba lubba dub dub to you, I say. I kind of disagree with a lot of the stuff you put out there,
well,
but I
suck a fuck. And you're a fucking chode. And
I
you
would
got-
die
and
for your
you're a
right
little
to do it.
guy.
I would die for your right to do it, Jackie.
Yep.
So,
This is
listeners,
what Dan sounds like right now.
Get over yourself.
And then it's me coming up behind him.
Wow. TVMA.
I was just imagine someone chasing a baby with a chainsaw.
The baby's running around like,
All right. Let's take
All
a word
right.
from our sponsors, Jackie.
All
That's
right.
your
Let's
assignment.
take a word. Let's
Take a little
break.
breather. Let's think about men. Picture this scene. The air is thick with the aroma of a pungent pot of gumbo stewing on your stovetop. Your neck is decorated in dozens of beaded necklaces commemorating each and every time you've pulled your shirt up over your punchki-filled belly to flash your breasts. The night is still young, and you're already on your 14th glass of rum punch. It's Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday, and you're ready to laissez-aller bon temps brûlée. But wait, something's missing. Isn't it a little quiet in here? It just ain't Mardi Gras without some swamp rockin' bayou bangers blasting on the Bluetooth. So why not fulfill all your zany Zydeco needs by downloading the album TGIFMG over at tgifmg.bandcamp.com. TGIFMG is the only collection of Mardi Gras music recorded by Dan November 10th, producer Paul, and friend of the show Joe DeHutt, and features over 12 unforgettable Fat with a PH Tuesday classics like Combo,
The next thing what I'm going to do is I'm put a little of my seasoning on there, like
Swamp Owls, Midnight Cod. Here comes Jean Bonnet. And of course, beads.
Mardi Gras. Beads. Mardi Gras. Beads.
And right now we're making a special offer where for this week only the TGI FMG album download will be priced at $100. All proceeds will be donated to the Lagniappe Cajun Creole Eatery in Marquette, Michigan, so you won't want to miss out on purchasing these MP3 files while their monetary value is at its highest. Zai, put down that king cake, pick up your computer, and log on over to tgifmg.bandcamp.com, and you'll see that yes, this is actually a real album that you can download. Oh my god.
I'm scared.
Oh no! I'm in the shower. Here comes a knife guy. No! I don't get that scene in that movie because so in Psycho, the lady's in the shower, right? Someone comes in and then it just cuts to there's like she's spraying diarrhea on the floor of the shower. I don't get what happened there.
She got scared, dude.
Okay.
Scared the shit out of her.
She saw Vince Vaughn and fucking shit herself because he was so hot.
Drooled from the back half of her bathing suit area.
Yes.
No.
Jackie,
Did I
yes.
tell you guys
And,
about the time I went down a water slide and got diarrhea on?
No, let's go ahead and
Somehow
hear that.
no.
Let's hear that story right now.
All right, so it was when I was a little bitty boy. I was probably
this
like
at
12 years old,
The
something like that.
Shiras Pool in Marquette, Michigan.
It was not. It was Blizzard Beach in Disney World. Excuse
Sounds
me. I
cold.
went there with my family, and I was so excited to go to the water park. This is my first water park, I think. I don't think I'd been to one yet.
Yeah.
And there's this big slide there called Summit Plummet, and it's one of those like it's just absurdly tall, straight down kind of thing. You got to like cross your
Plummet like a toilet.
yeah, but you plummet down.
Right.
So get up there. It's this massive fucking staircase you got to climb. I'd never been on anything like this before, but I was very excited. And it's like one of those situations where you wait that long in line and you climb all those stairs. You get to the top, like no way you're not gonna go. You know, you can't chicken out at that point. So whatever, got up there.
You could just push everyone else out of the way going down the ladder. That's
true. Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm not
yeah,
doing.
no.
Yeah, it's probably what I should have done because what happened was our parents were waiting down at the bottom for us to come down the slide. You know, and there was a woman who went before me and my friend.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to cross your legs when you go down, and I don't know if it was just like a logistical thing, but she didn't do it. So she got a fucking monsoon enema when she went down, and as she was coming through like the bottom, like the flat part where our parents were, my dad said that there was just this brown cloud that just like emanated from her. But then, you know, this is at a time when there is no way to communicate that to me and my friend who were at the top of the slide. That
Should have been a hand signal.
There
something.
something should have happened, but I think that they keep it going so fast that like I was
one
already
knew.
queued up to go by the time, you know. So I fucking went down, just blasted through it. My friend went down, fucking blasted through it, and his dad went down, and he really went. Because we were little kids. We didn't go like as far into the diarrhea pool, but when his dad went down, he just fucking rocketed through the diarrhea. And then we had to leave the water park that we had pretty much just gotten to because we got doo-doo on us. Yeah. And we had to take the bus back to the hotel.
Talk about
full
a
of, like,
naked bus
families
ride.
and
Naked
shit.
bus ride indeed.
Did they shut it down, do you know? Or were they just like, you guys got to get out of here. Don't tell anyone.
I don't. They, for all I
non-disclosure.
know, they may have. I think like I was such a little kid that like I really
you didn't know what was
don't-
going on.
No, I
You
had
just
no
knew
idea.
that there was, And Jackie, I am going to guess that it's the birthday of Vince Vaughn.
Sorry, I'm doing a pretzel thing.
That's okay. How many do you have in there right now? Is that
Just
4 or 5
one.
pretzels? Oh, okay.
Should change your name to Pretzel Rod. Rodney Pretzels. Hey, I'm Pretzel Rod,
Yeah.
brother of Broccoli Rob.
It's not Vince Vaughn, my guy. I'm sorry. Try again.
Okay, I get another one. I'm gonna say Vince McMahon.
Okay. You're
I'm
way
gonna
off.
say Vince from ShamWow.
No, this
Give me
is
a clue.
lady.
Give me a clue. 'Cause
Okay.
That's a clue. A lady is a clue.
This is a lady. Do you want a further clue?
I'm gonna say, who's Vince Vaughn's wife? I don't think he's married. I think he's a playboy.
Yeah, I
I
think
think he's
gay.
a Hollywood gigolo. He's not. No, he's straight. Have you ever seen Wedding Crashers?
Oh, I was thinking the guy who plays Hulk. I get those
Mark
two mixed up.
Buffalo? I'm gonna
Yeah.
say it is Sarah Huckabee Slanders.
Good guess. Didn't we already do her?
No, only
you
in
did
our
her.
dreams.
Yeah, definitely.
How come Jeff Tiedrick never came up with that one back in the Trump era? Sarah Huckabee Slander.
This jolly good fellow is a girl. She was born in 1703 in Godalming.
right.
Godalming,
Shire.
something like that.
Okay.
She's known as the Rabbit Mother. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. Here's what. Well, I guess I don't really have to give you the big clue.
Give me Alice in Wonderland.
No, this is a real girl. Okay, I'll just tell you. In 1726, she became famous because she gave birth to a litter of rabbits. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No. I don't.
Oh,
Is
well,
there something have you heard about this before? You did the research for this?
No, this is all new. All news to me, all new.
1700s lady that got nailed by a jackrabbit?
We'll get into how and why, but first, let's talk about who. Her first name is super normal, like old lady name.
Okay. Edith.
Her last
Agatha.
name sounds kind of like a president's name, but with the wrong vowel.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
four-letter name.
Okay, let me try a few of those, okay? Agatha Bash.
Wrong.
Eleanor Bash.
Wrong.
That's good to have at the ready. Am I on to anything with that last name?
No.
Fuck. 4 letters. There haven't been a lot of 4-letter presidents. Biden, Trump, Nixon, Ford. But Jackie doesn't know who Gerald Ford is.
I also think maybe this was a president, but I could be wrong.
Let me ask you this big little quick question here. Was the first name, would it be inconceivable to be the same first name as like a child that I would have went to school with? Like, does this
No.
name live on? It doesn't live on.
Yes, this name lives on
No.
canonically through, I would say, Christianity.
Mary?
mostly. Yes.
Mary. 4 letters. Who the frig? Listeners, if you're listening, please help me out here. I
Just
don't know.
think about a president with a short last name.
Were they president in like the 20th,
I was not
20th
around. You were not around.
Grant.
He was born in. He was
Hayes.
the 27th president. Dan, come on.
Oh, okay. So let's go backwards. Trump is 45. I call him 45. Before that was Obama.
Yep.
44, 43 was W. Bush. 42 is Clinton. 41 was first George Bush. 40
Start
was,
at like 30. And
I have to go back this far to get there.
okay.
Was I at 40? 40 is Reagan. 39 would be Carter. 38 is Ford. 37 is Nixon. 36 is Johnson. 35 is JFK. 34 is Eisenhower. 33 is Truman. 32 is FDR. 31 is Hoover. 30th would be Wilson. And now I'm lost.
Okay, let's try a different approach. What is the
Taft.
opposite?
Mary Toft. Mary Toft.
Mary Toft. Mary
Okay.
Toft. Yes.
Ooh, you should have said bathtub boy. One president, one tub.
Oh, I always forget about the tub.
Tub Taft.
Sorry
How do you
about that.
forget that? That's one of the one things I remember from ever.
What's the thing about the tub? He
got-
died in the tub.
No.
He
He got
loved
stuck
the
in the
tub.
tub and they had to grease him up.
Yes.
They had to
He was a
put
big guy.
They had to put Eucerin all over his body and freaking pull him out of there.
That's right, Mary Toft, aka the Rabbit Mother. In 1726, this jolly good fellow became the subject of considerable controversy when she tricked doctors into believing she had given birth to rabbits. As the tale tells, Mary T, who could not read or write, was so excited at the sight of a rabbit that she was caused to miscarry her early pregnancy. Upon inspection, doctors found and removed the body parts of rabbits, the paw of a cat, heads, torsos, and chunks of fur from the Englishwoman. The town went crazy with wonder, as this was a very popular era for disfigured people from a traveling circus, and a woman giving birth to a litter of rabbits made them curious. The legend says that the doctors removed upwards of 15 whole rabbits for Mrs. Toft. The king sent his own medical advisor to the Toft home to inspect the phenomenon, and he uncovered what he believed to be a medical hoax. Though other physicians of the time were easily fooled due to their primitive medical understandings, this doctor returned to his lab with samples of the rabbits and discovered hay and grass in their digestive system, and that they had breathed air through inflated lungs, thus debunking the theory many had held that the creatures had formed in her fallopian tubes. The scam fell apart when suspicious doctors suggested performing an exploratory surgery on Toft, which frightened her. Also, neighbors noticed that Toft's husband had been buying an unusually high number of rabbits. Toft performed her ruse by keeping an animal in her dress pocket, not a euphemism, and then tucking the live animal into her dress pocket, a euphemism. While some suggest that she held her rabbits between her legs and pretended to give birth, others say that the perverted doctors assisted her in inserting the rabbit heads into not only her vagina, but up into her actual uterus, while her cervix was still dilated from her human birth miscarriage. While the thought of a cute, simple woman giving birth to a cute litter of baby rabbits is a charming gothic tale, the reality of the ruse is disturbing and odd. The Tofts were not the first of their kind in the field of medical hoaxers. Medical hoaxes have existed since the dawn of medicine, many of them involving genitalia.
So it was Jussie Smollett.
Like the legend of the blue waffle, for instance, a vaginal tall tale of medical gore and unwanted VD.
Paul showed me a picture of that before.
There was also a medical hoax called psychic surgery, a pseudo-scientific medical practice where the practitioner pretends to perform surgery on the patient. But some of these medical hoaxes are a little more sinister, like De Grote Donner Show or The Great Donor Show, which was a reality television program which was broadcast in the Netherlands. The program involved a supposedly terminally ill 37-year-old woman, played by an actress, who was donating a kidney to one of 25 lucky recipients, and those were people who actually did require a kidney transplant. Wow! I know. And of course, we're no strangers to medical fraud and hoax here in the era of Big C in Joe's America, but nothing really tops the widespread hysteria that jolly good fellow Mary Toft caused with her pussy and her baby rabbits. So birthday blessing to the queen of pussy pranks, the harbinger of the harbinger of hairs, the mother of rabbits, Mary Toft.
Slip much? Yeah, happy birthday, Toft. I want to say that an important addendum to some of the stuff Jackie was saying is believe women.
Well, this was a fun one for me because it's all true. I didn't really have to actually write anything.
Yeah. That's sometimes comedy. Sometimes people say you can't make this stuff up, and I don't think you did. I think she made something up. I think that I don't think she hid them in a dress pocket. I think they were inside her body. I think everyone kind of got off on it a little bit. And I want to say, Jackie, I don't know if it's a throne that you're contending for, but if you apply yourself someday, maybe you could be the queen of pussy pranks also.
That's what I'm saying.
And while we work on that, while we try to figure out what can and cannot be inserted or outserted from such pieces of body, we're going to take a short break. We have a lot of sponsors on this podcast. We have to play one of those ads. And when we come back, we're either going to have a guest in the studio or they're going to call on the phone. But It's just the kind of thing you're not going to want to miss. And if you are going to miss it, just hit pause and then hit play when you can listen again. Because that's the beauty of a podcast is that, well, actually, there's a lot of beautiful things about a podcast. It's not just the one thing.
I think I have COVID. Hey guys, it's Jackie from the Happy Birthday Podcast. Just wanted to hop on here and let you guys know we are offering a brand new service to our Patreon members, and that is the baby naming service. Of course, this is birthday related because when your baby is born on its birthday, it needs a name. Some of the names that I've come up with in the past, let's say you want something in the nature category. One really popular one is the name Tree, and you would spell that CHREE, and that is a genderless name. We have all kinds of different categories outside of the nature category. We also have a comedy category. One of our popular boy names in this category is Elafsah, YLAFSAH. If you're looking for something a little more serious, something that could land them a future job later in life, may I suggest Quarantina. That's CORINNE space TINA. And of course, I can't give the rest away, but if you're interested in this service, or if you just want to give me $1, head on over to Patreon. I think it's probably .com/Happy Birthday Podcast or HBDPOD. You'll find it.
Welcome back to the Happy Birthday Podcast, everybody. My name is Producer Paul. I am here to do your wildcard segment. I'm actually not alone. I'm with Jackie and Dan from the Happy Birthday Podcast, but I'm also joined by, what is your name? Where are you calling from?
Sarah Reeves, and I'm from Ontario, Canada.
Ooh, international. Fun.
Sarah, good news. We're going to tell you things about your birthday you probably didn't know, and we are also going to give you a chance to win $100.
Nope, there's no dollars. He has to tell people that for some reason, but it's not true.
No, it's true.
So sorry.
But it makes it more interesting if people think they're going to win $100, I think.
Yeah, I don't want people to think it's low stakes.
People are messaging me. They're like, "Where's my $100?"
We don't say when they're going to get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true.
We don't say that we're going to give it to them.
Yeah, we're investing all of our Patreon money in Bitcoin, and when that kind of blows up,
at some point you'll have $100.
yes,
Yeah.
ideally.
For sure.
But before we get into the financial portion of the game, Dan,
Yeah.
you have a big old book you want to talk about.
I do. And before I get into that, I want to say I'm not trying to brag, just listeners. I want to make it clear that I could walk down to an ATM right now and withdraw $100 if I wanted to. No problem. No questions asked. But,
cannot say the same.
Sarah, we're not here to talk about my fabulous fortune. I want to know when your birthday is, if you don't mind disclosing that on the mic.
January 25th.
Oh, it was a little while ago.
Oh, happy
Happy
belated.
belated.
Yeah.
Thank you.
January 25th. So what's the deal? What'd you do?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I think I went out to dinner probably with my husband.
Sure.
And yeah,
Okay.
that was basically it. Oh, I got a tattoo actually.
Oh,
What?
well, there you go.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Is it a birthday related tattoo?
No, well, it's a tradition for me to get a tattoo every year on my birthday.
I love
And
that.
it's always random, and I usually don't know what I'm going to get till the day I get it.
Sure.
So fun.
I just pick something off the
pick it?
wall.
Do you pick from the book?
Yeah, off the book. Yeah, my tattoo artist has a book of designs, and I usually just kind of pick something that she's done. So yeah.
You should
Cute.
just go in there and tell the tattoo artist just whatever you want. I want a mystery tattoo.
Yeah, one day I'll have to do that for sure.
Yeah, for like your 100th birthday or something.
Yes.
'Cause who cares at that
Ooh.
point?
And
Yeah,
get it in
honestly.
that invisible ink too. A lot of people are using that stuff these days. It's very
Is that right?
but because you can't see it unless you turn a special kind of light on.
Okay.
Oh,
That actually will show you all sorts of different stuff in the world that you didn't even know was there.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty interesting. But for now, here's something even more interesting. Is that huge book that I can barely lift. It's called The Secret Language of Birthdays. And this was written by Gary Goldschneider and Joost Elfers. Thank you for that. And this book
adding
has
to the show.
at least 365 pages because it covers every single birthday that you can think of. February 29th, it's in here. November 10th, it's in here. But we're going to talk about January 25th, was it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I can just show you, listeners can't see, but if you had your own copy of the book, you'd see there's so much on these pages. There's no way I'm going to read all that. I'm not, my last name is not Reeds. So I don't know. Something. Listeners, please make your own joke based on that. That makes more sense.
This is, just insert your own joke here. That would be very funny. This is right where it would go.
All right. So what I'm going to do is hit a few bullet points here because on each of these days in the book, there's a list of strengths and weaknesses that are true for anyone born on this day. Kind of disappointing. There's almost always 3 of them. There are only 2 of each for January 25th. I guess in the weakness area, that's a good thing. Mm-hmm. Strength area, it's kind of hurtful. Anyway, Sarah, here are the strengths for those born on January 25th. You are talented and interesting.
Ooh, those are lovely.
Sounds right.
Yeah. What kind of interesting talents would you think people should know that you're putting out in the world?
I am an artist.
There we go.
Okay.
That's something.
What kind of art are we talking about here? You're painting, you're drawing?
Painting, yeah. I do paintings and I do mostly portraits. Sometimes I do animal portraits, not very often, but
I've seen some of them on
mostly
Twitter.
people.
They're very good.
Oh, wow.
I have also seen some of them on the internet, and they're very good. I'm not just copying Paul.
I'm missing out. I had no idea you were even joining us today until moments ago, so this is great.
I was just going to say Jackie doesn't really know much about what goes on in the world. She's kind of unplugged. Yeah. She's more of a VHS kind of gal. She's not really like...
That's the way to be.
Yeah.
It's a good way to be.
It's fun, though, when you're on a game show where you have to guess celebrity content, and I'm just like, me no.
Jackie doesn't even knows so little about going online. One time I came to her house, and she was putting whiteout on her computer screen, and I said, Jackie, what are you doing? No, it's not. There's a delete key. She didn't know what was going on. But anyway,
don't slander me.
Let's stop the smiling and laughing. Let's go to this list of weaknesses. Again, there are only 2, but apparently January 25th babies are self-defeating and unstable.
Sure.
Wow.
Sure.
Harsh words.
You seem pretty stable to me. You have a husband. That requires stability.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
You haven't fallen over at all while you've been on this Zoom call?
Not once.
Not yet. Not so far.
Okay, and then self-defeating, I don't know. The more we read this book, the more I think that they just kind of put whatever in there. I hate to say it, but...
What do you think is your worst personality trait?
Wait. I'll add it to the book. We got to add a new strength and weakness because there's only 2 in there. We got to get some fresh ones. I'd tell you mine, but we'd be here all
husband.
Day. Yeah, get him on
You
here.
have nothing to say, I'm sure.
What sucks about your wife, man?
I guess he would probably say I'm really stubborn. Like I'm
okay.
very much, like bullheaded in that way. If I have to be right.
Oh God.
It's kind of
Well, I hope you're right when we get to the guessing game portion. I got that in here. I put really stubborn.
I know. That's what I'm worried about.
And then, can you give us another strength just to balance it out here?
Okay.
I know it's kind of... Not everyone goes around thinking about what their best qualities are all the time. I tend to do that, but...
I do.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm nice.
Okay. I'm gonna write in feels like she's nice.
Willing to help others.
Oh.
That is a good strength to have.
Helpful. Okay, so someone calls you up, they say, hey, I'm moving, and I'm moving today. can you help me move my piano out of my house? What do you say?
That in that circumstance, if I'm doing absolutely nothing and I can't help them, I probably would.
Okay.
I would
Alright.
not do that.
So
Not a piano.
Well,
yeah, like
And
I
this is-
probably wouldn't be very helpful.
yeah.
I'm weak, so
Sometimes
It's a weakness.
When Dan and I
Write
were
it
much
in.
younger, we had a piano kind of drive a wedge in our relationship.
I wouldn't put it that way.
I had to draw up legal documents. Our landlord forced us to draw up legal documents that
Yeah.
said if we ever moved out of the house, we would have to take the piano that he had there that we did not put there.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Oh, the landlord.
Yeah, the landlord,
yes.
not you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were lying about me.
No,
Yeah, if you want to just, on the record.
no, but you signed my contract, did you not?
Yeah, it was handwritten on notebook paper.
Deal with the devil.
And I didn't take it out.
That was
And the
our
landlord
plan.
would text me these unhinged
Somehow-
texts for months afterwards.
It became my responsibility, and I had to disassemble the whole piano.
You did not.
I did.
We shouldn't be getting into this right now. I was like 21. What is he? It wasn't my piano.
You signed it.
I was pressured into it. I was a minor, dude. I'm sorry, Sarah. This is just you hit a nerve. I'm gonna add.
what? You have to disassemble a piano?
I did, yeah.
We
But
lived in
somehow
this. Why? How did you get roped into it, Jackie? You
Because
I didn't know
this
that
was
you had to
the-
disassemble it
You don't.
to move it. Oh, okay.
And we had to get rid of it, but no one could lift it. We couldn't get it
Well-
into the U-Haul.
You guys both moved out, and then new friends moved in. It was like Anna.
I think I moved out of the
those
city
people.
by then,
I
and
moved
they were
next
freaking
door.
out about the piano. Dan lived in Portland at this point.
as I do now.
So I just came over with a sawzall and I was like, I'll chop it up. And then I got to the part with all the strings that were like super tension.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. So then I just left like the insides with the strings attached. And then I made them take care of it.
So
So that's the piano
you-
story, Sarah. That's what happened with our piano.
maybe we should add helpful to your list of strengths, Jackie, because that's very helpful.
Okay.
And one of my weaknesses is flees town when asked to move a piano. All right, can we get into some freaking guessing games here? This is
Please.
Yes, we
taking
can.
an ugly turn here.
Sarah, how do you do with celebrities? Would you say you know it? You turn on the channel E, and you know every guy on there?
Yeah, I do. Like one of my like pastimes is like I read kind of junk about celebrities, so I feel like I'm pretty good.
Perfect. So
There's a
you're
few
gonna
like Reddit things that I'll.
Oh,
Okay.
which subreddits have the best celeb content right now?
I think it's like I forget what it's called.
Was it the
I
one
forget
that's
what it's called. I can't-
spelled all weird?
Yeah, like what is it? It's like French.
Deux-moi or something.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, and there's one that's like that. It has a similar name, but both of those I read all the time. So
Well, that's going to help you out. That's probably going to earn you
Hopefully.
$100. So this first guy, I'm going to have you guessing birthdays for this segment. And for everyone you get right, that's another $100 bill in your pocket. And this is American money, too. So
nice.
Worth
probably
even more. I think.
10 times.
Worth more yet. Not yeah.
So this guy, he is an actor, comedian, director. He had a sketch comedy show on Comedy Central.
Okay.
He has directed some pretty cool movies. And
Okay. Directed movies.
Pretty cool movies.
yeah, really good movies, I would say.
I think
Oh God, I
Drawing a blank.
I thought I was picking up like trash off my table, and I realized that it was mouse. It was mouse. poop.
Wait.
And I
Oh.
just
Wait,
I just
live
touched it in
mouse?
my hands. I just picked up the
Wait.
shit and then flung it.
The computer mouse?
No. I'm
A
sorry, like a rat left droppings on my
Oh, it was
desk.
droppings. Okay.
I will wash my hands.
You gotta, go wash your hands.
He won't.
Go right,
All right.
now.
Yeah.
No,
No, don't touch anything.
Did you leave food out? Or that's what happens when you leave
of
food out.
course. His whole house has left out food. In
You've
every
never
room.
been in my house.
He
You
wouldn't
have
let
no
me
idea.
inside. I showed
Because-
up. He was like, "You don't want to go in there."
Well, that's because there's a big dog in there and I don't have a floor.
Can you
You
wash
know,
your
so-
hands, please?
Yes, I would want to figure out who this person
I
is.
don't want to
first.
make it awkward, but I'm just getting nervous thinking about you touching everything.
All right, it's Jordan Peele, Sarah. I'm sorry about that, but you still have two
Okay,
chances to
yes.
win billions
Oh
and
come
trillions
on,
of
she
dollars.
could have guessed.
I know, but Dan's making me
I
go
really
wash my
was
hands.
drawing a blank, but yes, that makes sense. Yep.
All right.
I was going to say
I'll-
something about he made a movie with Tim Heidecker in it.
Yeah, I probably would have gotten it if you said that.
Yeah. But,
well, you
but
didn't
I'm
have to
being-
spoil it. I just,
Well, I'm being forced out. I'm getting boxed out.
just real quick. Okay. It takes 5 seconds
if
to
you knew
wash your hands.
how much excrement was in his house, you wouldn't be this concerned.
Yeah, I'm sorry for making a scene in front of our invited company, but that's just disgusting. I don't want him.
Let's get you some
He's gonna get
more
sick.
celebrity
He's gonna be
birthdays.
touching
to
his
guess.
mouth and. Well, wait. I want to tell a personal story.
Oh, let's hear it.
When I saw that movie, what's the one with Us? Was that the Jordan Peele movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't watched that one yet.
I didn't know that Tim Heidecker was in it, and I'm a big fan. And I remember being in the theater, and I was like, "It's Tim Heidecker!" out loud. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
No spoilers.
And then I fell asleep during the movie. I'm sorry.
in the theater.
Yeah, there's a movie theater. It's all warm and dark.
You know what? I
don't
actually
like,
have done
I don't
that.
like scary movies, but I have seen that. That's not that bad.
Yeah,
But I don't like horror movies normally.
I don't either.
It's not my
either.
thing.
I do too.
But that one is pretty tame.
I do.
Do you
Not
actually?
too. I just do.
You do like horror movies.
I do.
State
I
your
only
case.
I have one friend named Lucas who comes over
Mm-hmm.
and we watch horror movies with him exclusively because for some reason he makes them not scary. He does like fart noises and stuff.
What?
Okay.
Like if the bad guy's running, he'll be like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's sort of a mystery science
lightens
theater.
the mood.
Yeah.
exactly.
I just don't get scared. I get bored.
Oh, I get really
Fall asleep.
scared.
All right. Are your hands clean now, bud?
Hands are clean. Yeah, clean as a clock. Or,
Okay.
That's the saying.
Yep.
That's right.
yep. As the old saying goes.
All right. You got that next celebrity birthday queued up, ready to roll?
Oh,
Or do you want me to? Do you want me to do
yeah,
it?
I thought we were each. I think we should each do one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Sometimes you guys give better hints than me because I forget.
And we don't
the
tell
sentence.
them who it is either.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys typically don't tell them who it is.
Jordan Peele.
So?
You could have said his. Think about a country in the Middle East and what is wrapped around a banana.
Jordan's in Africa.
Jordan Peele,
bud.
obviously.
It's the Middle East.
It's Africa's not
Stop,
the
go
Middle
wash your
East.
hands again. I got one for you. I got a very famous man born on this day. Let me see. I had his Wikipedia pulled up. I just need to refresh my memory. It doesn't really matter so much who this guy is. It's what he is or what his name is. He's an American football guard who is a free agent. I guess he works for free. But I don't care about all that. What I care about is his name is, if you think about a Tom Hanks character who ran across the whole country, but if his last name was not what his last name is, but is instead what you use to light up a room.
Forest.
Think
I'm
Aladdin.
just like, lamp.
Forest lamp.
Wow.
$100.
That is what I was gonna say, but it sounded not right.
It doesn't
What's
sound
a
right.
Football guard.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
He stands outside the game, make sure people don't get into funny
Okay.
business. Forest
All
lamp.
I was like chandelier. Thinking of I was like, oh.
Yeah. Used to light up a room. Forest smile? Well, he may not be the most famous name in the NFL, but I just saw that name and I thought we had to put it out there that today's
It's a
birthday.
good name.
Forest Lamp. It's a great name. I'd sign
Well-
that guy up to be my guard too.
Plus, that means $100 for you, Sarah.
Right.
That was a good hint.
Yeah, thank you.
Really.
Yeah, well, he's a little better at it than me. I'm not great at talking to strangers, but it's good that we've designed this show so where the portion that we talk to strangers in, I'm the one in charge of it, which is good.
That's true.
I enjoy that.
No, your hints were good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And you
I
got to
appreciate
face
it.
your fears because I want to see you get more confident when you're talking to strangers, Paul. Like when you're out ordering food at a restaurant, I want to see you make eye contact with the server.
It's rude to do that.
Oh.
You ever worked as a waiter? You don't want people looking at you.
Well, they should be avoiding looking at you since they're the help.
As an alpha, you want people to look down out of respect.
That's true.
All right,
And-
and then I've got one more celebrity birthday for you to guess.
Continue that debate later. I'm in a Sigma mindset here, I guess.
This is an American actress born in 1979. She's famous for this film franchise. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
That's your girl. It's her birthday.
Oh, that's
That is nice.
That's how you
what's
guess.
she doing now?
What is she
Anything?
doing?
I don't know.
Let's pull up some gossip on her. I got
Haven't seen her in a while.
Jennifer Love.
Relationships, news.
She is. Oh my God, she
She
passed
looks
away
great.
this morning.
No, she didn't.
She's from Waco, Texas. That's kind of cool.
Hey.
Anyway, great guess, great clue. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Not a lot of info on the news tab.
No, I know. I was
She's
trying to pull up
doing
some
much.
Jennifer Love Hewitt news as well, but she's nowhere to be seen. She's been scrubbed from the internet.
Good for her,
Yeah.
honestly.
Well, actually, when I pull up the news tab, I get an article from 6 days ago from an outlet called Joe Blow, and the headline is "WTF happened to Jennifer Love Hewitt?"
Yeah.
She disappeared.
Is.
And this
Yes.
says, "Oh, nothing happened." That's too
Cool.
bad. What are your favorite Jennifer Love Hewitt roles? Let us know in the comments. And there's no comment section.
What else
Oh, I
did she
thought that was a
do?
question for me for a second.
Oh, what are your favorite Jennifer Love Hewitt roles? I
Yeah.
can't think of any except for that horror movie that you probably didn't see because you get too scared.
Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
What TV show is she
It
on?
came out. It came out in the 90s, and that doesn't help. But
It was like, it wasn't 90210, but it was like one of those.
Dawson's
shows.
Creek? Was
Let's
that
pull
it?
it.
No.
No.
oh, I know the show. Yeah, I can't
She
remember what
was
it's called.
on Ghost Whisperer.
Oh yeah, she was on Ghost Whisperer. She was a Ghost Whisperer.
There was a movie, and it had like I don't know. I just remember like Seth Green was in it, but
Oh, Seth
that was a movie that I watched a lot as
Is
a
it-
teenager.
Wait,
All right.
Can't Hardly Wait?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that called?
I saw that movie.
Ethan
on, like,
Embry.
yeah, that movie was on HBO when
yeah.
I was a really little kid, and I remember thinking it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen in my
Yeah, like I
Hmm.
watched that a lot for some reason.
I remember
They get
watching
trapped
it.
in that bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was great.
I remember
love
saying,
bathroom
I
scenes.
can't hardly wait till this movie's over," is what I said.
Did you see
Yeah,
it?
right.
I've never seen it.
I don't know if I have, honestly.
I don't know if it's good, but I just like I don't remember it.
It's
Yeah.
got
Like I just liked it as a teenager, but
41% on
suck.
Rotten Tomatoes. Yikes.
It's good.
Not
Just
so
watch
good.
it. Calm down and watch it, Dan.
Not so good. All right.
You have all this power with the soundboard today, and you're
I know.
It's
This
an
is,
not really
accident.
doing a great job.
I'm telling you guys, it is so fucking hard to navigate through these screens. It is the most user unfriendly interface ever. You can't like scroll without hitting one of the buttons. It's not a good system, but I'm
It's okay.
enjoying it.
Well,
The
hit
crow
those
is
buttons.
cool.
practice. Oh, I like that. Just
Yeah,
a
that's
single
nice.
craw.
I thought that I was expecting another one, but just the one
Yeah.
caw. That's kind of
Oh, is it caw? It's not craw.
No. Sarah, what do we want to say here? I've seen some of your artwork. I've seen some pictures you made of Tim Heidecker, right?
Okay, I know him.
We've stolen some of the office hours people to be on here before. We had Phil Braun join us one time. He couldn't guess anything.
Yes.
He didn't know what was going on, so don't
Yeah,
feel
he
bad
didn't
no,
about that.
he needs to be put in a home. I think
He does. He doesn't know how to. You have to like communicate with him by email. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know how to leave the Zoom meeting. It's pretty. You think he would know how to use Zoom better?
You would
but
think he would know by now, but yeah.
And what was it? He told some story about Steve Jobs that put us to sleep. He told some story about Spuds
I listened
Mackenzie.
to that actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, we got in a
Didn't
big
make any
argument
sense.
about the time period in which the iPod was released, and
And
how
then
old
didn't he
we would
steal
have
one
been.
of your jokes too?
Did he steal one of my jokes?
Yeah, didn't he go on Tim Heidecker's thing and he said he had some like Garfield related joke and we had been doing Garfield jokes?
Yeah, I might have been taking some liberties with claiming that to be stolen, but
I've been telling all my friends that some famous old man stole your jokes.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
Famous old man.
he's pretty well known.
I mean, famous is a little. But,
I do know who he is.
He's gonna listen
Yeah.
to this and hear me say that.
Yeah, well, I don't think he does. This is going to be the test. Phil, if you're listening to this, I want to say,
Yeah.
haven't had
That
you
will
back
be
in a
the
while. Maybe there's a reason for it.
Phil, if you're listening to this, let us know in the comments below on Spotify, and I will send you $100.
Yes. That should be. We can't win it if you're just playing the guessing game, but if you just let us know you listened to the episode,
Yes.
we will send you $100. That actually, one of our friends who's been on here before, as kind of a test where I realized he hadn't been listening, was there was one where he told a story about him peeing in someone's cat's litter box, and I mentioned him by name. And he never said anything about it, so I was like, man, he didn't listen to that. He would have
Yeah.
been
He
so
didn't
upset.
listen to it.
I know.
Well, he did. He probably just was like, fine, you know what? I'm going to take responsibility for doing that to my friend whose cat had just passed away.
That's not
Have a drunk guy come over and pee in the litter box of the deceased cat.
Well, I guess it wasn't being used. So
That's true.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
and
a
actually,
tribute.
the cat was still being used at that point a little bit while we were skateboarding on it.
Don't say that. That's
Yeah.
not true.
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah, wait, indeed.
is this real?
This
Yes.
is
You were
real.
skateboarding on a cat?
Well,
Yes.
no, we didn't
Over
on
it.
it, but it was like right by our house. There was a dead cat.
I was
we were
not
like little.
there.
We were little boys, and we
They were 19,
okay.
20,
19 is a
21.
little boy.
That's
We
true.
never
That's
learned
terrible.
how to behave.
Don't say this.
outside.
This is so horrible. Don't say this. Go wash your mouth out now.
We didn't have anything to do with the cat passing away.
No. What if it was me? What if it was me laying dead in the street? Would you jump a BMX bike
Definitely.
over me?
Would you care?
No, I wouldn't.
You'd be like,
No.
hell yeah, dude.
yeah.
I doubt the
all right.
cat would have cared either. He was a
All
cool
right.
cat.
Well, just
That's what the cat would have wanted.
Yeah.
one more order of business here. God, I gotta work on my enunciation.
It's okay.
Order
Take
of
it again.
business. Okay. We got the birthday January 25. What's the year on that? 1999? 1979?
1990.
1990. Okay.
Hey,
Hey.
twins.
Love that.
With
Yeah.
Jackie and I.
So what I'm
Dan
gonna
was born
do?
long time ago.
Well,
How are you liking your 30s?
They're fine. I don't know. I don't think it's that. I had a kid at 21, so I feel like I had to grow up quick, and I don't know. So it doesn't feel any. I feel my age, and I feel like I don't know. When people are like always like, oh, I don't feel any older, but I do. I feel old.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I
because I
feel
feel like
my
I had
age as
to
well.
grow up quick, and I don't know.
I notice it when I'm going down hills, like on foot, the most. You go to walk down a hill and your legs are just like shaking. And I'm like, I'm a young man. Why is
That
this
doesn't-
happening to
I
me?
don't know if that
Yeah, I
happens
mean,
to
if
everyone
you
in
want
their
the
30s.
perspective, we're both childless and definitely feel our age. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
say.
I
you're
just
really,
don't. I don't relate when people say that they don't feel their age when they're like, oh, I still feel like I'm 18. I'm like, I don't. I feel 33.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's not old, but I feel
Ain't young.
You can feel it. You
it's
can
not
feel
young.
It. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people have to grow up quick at 21. Others do kick flips over a dead cat. So there's a whole spectrum of human
Circle
experience
of
there.
life.
You know what, Dan?
Oh no! Jeez, man. I'm glad you have that soundboard. That was pretty nice.
I know.
That was
I
good.
know. And this is what I'm going to do with you after the show.
That reminds me of just another. kind of philosophical thought I've had. Sometimes you see it in movies, TV shows. They probably did it in Can't Hardly Wait, where they give the nerd a swirly in the toilet. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Has that ever happened in real life? Can you imagine?
Happened to my father.
I'm sure it has, but
I
don't know how easy it would be to do.
Yeah, grabbing
You'd have
someone?
to find somebody small. You'd have to find somebody a lot smaller than you.
You would.
Pick them up.
I think that even a little shrimpy nerd in that position, you could still kind of. It's a long way to drag someone into a stall.
I'm gonna go try it on my kid, and then I'll let you know
please. If you want to, you can step away from this and go do it and let us know how it goes.
how easy that is.
Okay,
And
I'm
it's
writing
not-
that.
It's
in
not
the-
abuse
in the
because there's no
pros column.
contact.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's totally it's totally fine. And plus Canada's probably got more relaxed laws on all that.
I'm not gonna explain what I'm doing. I'm just gonna do it.
Your toilets, do
Just
they
swirl
go clockwise?
No, their
you-
toilets do the New Zealand Australia.
You go
thing.
backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our toilets just don't have water in them.
Right.
Okay.
It's a dry
Progressive.
toilet.
It's just like a hole in the ground.
Is there a hole for one for farts? Like a joke hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
A joke hole?
Just for farts.
Yeah.
It's a I think you should leave thing, Dan.
Oh, I'm
The call me now, please.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Just again, just referencing funnier shows on
I
our
know.
show.
Well,
That's most of the show.
Yeah.
sometimes.
We talked about what we were going to start quoting Anchorman.
Anchorman. We're gonna.
Yeah,
be
I thought that'd be
Anchorman
cool to
guys now.
start weaving that into conversation.
Bring it back. Everything's coming
Yeah,
back.
that's-
So
I don't think it got enough time, you know?
It really
Yes.
didn't.
exactly.
It
Yep,
didn't
was
have
it was a flash in the pan one summer, and
Yeah.
then
In
you know,
fact,
it just never caught on with every single person.
no, I think Gen Z is going to rediscover Anchorman is what's going to happen.
Uh-oh.
Please.
And I'm going to say this, when I was talking about Forrest Lamp, the guy, the football player, I almost said his last name is what Steve Carell says he loves in Anchorman, but then I thought I'm not going to make Anchorman jokes. But you know what? I'm going to make them loud and proud. Next time you talk to me, I'm going to say milk was a bad choice. I'm going to say
That's the only one I remember.
San
Yeah, he
Diego
I'm in a
means
glass case of emotion.
Right.
When he's in the when he's in
remember
the
that
phone
one.
booth.
Or, you know, no,
What?
there's like where his dog eats like a wheel of cheese or whatever. That's another one that I remember.
He
Yes.
says San Diego
Classic.
means whale vagina. That's in there too.
Yeah, Jack Black punts the dog over the bridge.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
pretty cool.
I do. That is good.
This is the
All right,
one
if-
part of the
Yeah.
movie that.
If we all have another hour to spare, I think we can piece the whole thing together.
Just recap it.
There's the part where he does this.
In the beginning, it's like the local anchorman was the guy.
I would like to do a movie recap podcast where there's no like review or opinions. It's just kind of
We did-
describing.
Just-
what
We
Yeah.
kind of did that.
We did that with
Oh,
Porky's
yeah.
kind
We
of.
basically did
I
that
wasn't
with
there for
Porky's,
that.
but it was just us trying to remember what happened in the movie that we just watched.
Oh, and then what happened? Oh, yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Let's do more of that. People like that because people, if they're driving around, they can't watch a movie. So
Yeah.
it's the next best
It's like
thing.
an audiobook for
Yeah.
free.
Sarah, do you have anything to promote?
Yeah, tell us how listeners can find your art. What are your socials? What's going on with that?
On Twitter, I'm Reeds, REEDS _ Sarah. And on Instagram, I'm Sarah _ Reeds 27.
Love that.
I'm not super active on there currently, but
Well, folks, you can go check
There's
out. There's
stuff
all
up
sorts
there.
of artwork. You're gonna flip out.
I can't wait to see it.
oh, a doggy.
Yeah.
Oh, get that! That dog bit me on the rear end one time.
Oh,
She does
Not a
bite.
nice dog.
She bites,
so
but she's
cute.
cool and she's pretty and she's big.
She's
She's
so cute.
100 pounds. She's a big
Aw.
100
Like
pounder.
more than 100 pounds, honestly.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she
she's
looks
just
big.
She's a Pyrenees, but she's small for a Pyrenees. I think they're usually about
Oh.
twice her size.
It's all floof.
She's so
Yeah.
cute.
Well, she bit me on the bottom when I was
She
at your
bites
house.
me all the time. She
She's actually never bit me.
freaks
I
me
was
out.
her
She
first
tries to-
friend.
she tries to kill the children that live next door.
That's good.
And if
that's
she ever
keeping you safe.
gets out or gets off the leash, I don't know.
Not your problem.
Okay. Well, I hope your neighbors listen to this. Just saying. You should draw up a legal agreement with your neighbors saying, if my dog gets loose, it's not my fault.
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys will just have to
Well,
make
if it's
another
in their
one.
yard, it's
Yeah,
not
well,
your
don't
fault.
you know what I'm saying? Don't leave your kids outside.
Yeah,
I
they
think
should
I have to go because I'm choking.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, yeah,
Love
yeah.
you. Thank
Thanks,
you so much. Don't die.
Wow.
That happened to me in the mall the other day. I went to the mall to buy candy, and I started choking, and I had to go to the Bridge Club and ask an old man if I could have some water.
That's one of my least favorite minor inconveniences is choking on something like that out of nothing and being around people. I'm like, it's nothing. I just swallowed weird.
It happens to me all the time. It's like I'm allergic to certain air, and then I just like can't get a grip.
Hey, Mr. Elephant. I'd like to address the elephant in the room, if I may.
Hello, sir.
Oh, I would
Lovely
use
trunk.
that. I would use that joke if I was a circus ringmaster. Well, we're gonna say goodnight to you.
Good
We're
night
gonna
to
say,
you.
well, I'm not gonna say it, but Jackie wishes a warm birthday to Justin Roiland and
Happy
Louis
birthday,
CK.
Rick. Happy birthday, Marty. Happy birthday to the pickle, Jessica. What's the sister?
I don't know.
Morgan?
I don't have a high enough
Summer.
IQ to watch that show. Okay.
And the mom and dad. And happy
Yep.
birthday to Mary Trump.
Yeah,
Happy
Mary Trump.
birthday to her 15 rabbit children. And happy birthday podcast can be found on Twitter, on Instagram, on Patreon, on TikTok.
Check us out. Check us out at hashtag podcasts. Hashtag Pure Michigan.
I almost just shit my pants.
All right, let her go. Let her go.
Okay, hashtag.
I can feel the wetness over the Zoom. Let her get
Hashtag
up.
three
No, I
friends.
just laughed so hard that poop almost came
Oh,
out.
well, leave the alarm on.
Hashtag Sunday school. Hashtag family. Hashtag $100 bill.
Hashtag American Pride.
Hashtag hashtag.
Yep. Hashtag Justin Trudeau Halloween costume ideas.
And hashtag good night. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, Burns.
Mardi Gras. Beats. Beats. Mardi Gras. Beats. Mardi Gras. Beats. Mardi Gras. Beats. Mardi Gras. Beads, Mardi Gras. Beads, Mardi Gras. Beads, Mardi Gras. Beads, Mardi Gras. Beads. 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 beads, Mardi Gras, beads, Mardi Gras, beads, Mardi Gras, beads, Mardi Gras.